Hey everybody, I wanted to show you how I doubled my money on Magic. Magic was a really hyped coin when it went out and got airdropped kind of to everybody, on Twitter. Everyone was hyped about it, kind of the next big thing. But I just waited patiently until it went to a good sex, a centralized exchange, and until it showed something promising on the charts. Right, so here is a proof that I uploaded it to Twitter. Of course, I uploaded to the private group of Follow My Trading and the other tiers as well. So if you want to join and see real time all my trades and how I make money and trading crypto, you are more than welcome to go to my Patreon. You can see the link on the group. Patreon is where I just is the link to the group, right? It's where I publish everything. Small subscription fee, but it's just to make sure that I keep doing what I do best, and that is to show you the best trades possible and to always making sure that we make more money than we lose on our trades, right? So Magic, right? So as I said, it was hyped. I was waiting for it. So this is how Magic looked on the 21st of January, right? So you can see that the blue line, right, is where I bought. Red line is where my stop loss was. We can see that we had a lot of traffic coming in, and we can see that this was just above the $1 psychological number, an all-time high of this asset, right? So let's go to the chart and see what happened in the chart, right? So this is the Binance chart right now, and you can see that this is the daily, right? So we can see that this was building. I call this the accumulation phase of a new coin on exchange, usually from the all-time high of of the first days or day of the asset. You can see that we had kind of a horizontal, sorry, I just need to, we had a horizontal kind of support, right? So from here to there, in the top of that, box that I drew, that is where, and I'm going to put it on blue, that is where I was aspiring to enter, just above the $1, right? So we can see that we had a huge push of volume over here on daily, then a decrease in volume, and then more pushes up. So that told me that there was big volume in, small volume out, right? So not a lot of selling, and then huge volume in coming back to trade and buy this coin, right? So let's see how it looked on the 4 hourly to see how I traded well. So I just above this area, all right? So what happened is we didn't have this week just yet. We just had a small attempt. Let me just remove this. We can see this wick over here. It was almost at this resistance area, 1.03. So it was above 1.01. So for me, that's a psychological number. I want to be always above this very important number of $1 the first time the coin passes it. So it just touched it, went down, created a small pivot, all right? I call this pivot. We have a small reaction, and the pivot is just around, let's see how many percent that is. It's just around 13%. So it's a bit steep on the percentage wise, and so I didn't put a stop all the way below it. However, it's almost good enough. So I can do a staggered stop, or just can use a certain a certain number to that does make sense to my own stop and trade, right? So I didn't buy here, but I bought when this pivot, right, broke up. Now you can see that it broke around a few hours later, right? And it never looked back, right? So we just bought it over here, it just consolidated, looked like it was doing a move, continuing, right? Made a 40% move over here. I sold this strength, right? Then it went down over here, built a small VCP, right? Then continued and went to 160, which of course I added, and then it went down. It didn't touch my stop, so it continued over there. And you can see that it always was respecting almost the 8 EMA, which is it's a moving average I like to look at. And then I started selling again at around the 2, and just below the $2, finished closing my position. All right, so this is Magic. How did I know about Magic? Again, I told you, it's not from my screener, because this time it wasn't from my screener. However, it was from me knowing that this coin is a new coin, and I just have a watch list for new coins that I think that have enough hype for me to make a lot of money on when they cross a certain psychological number, such as the all-time last high and the $1. And you can see it made 112%. I'm just below 100% on my position on this trade, right? So we had stops over here. We had taken profits all along the way, added and reduced, of course, all along the way, moved the stop below this moving average, and whenever I see it getting near $2, I just close my position because I didn't think that we can have a lot of, strength moving beyond the $2. And in this instance, I was right. Some instances I'm not right. But for me, 100% gain on this position was more than enough. I was really happy and thrilled with it, right? So again, Hartcoin, new coin, was on Binance and on all major exchanges, had an accumulation area over here, almost broke out, just was retested this all-time high breakout, got rejected, created a small pivot, broke out with a nice low-risk pivot. I bought it in, and then I enjoyed the ride of magic. All right, guys, thank you very much. And again, if you have questions, just put them on the just comments below, or you can join my group and just follow my training. You want to see trades, my trades on live, watch list, when I trigger, when do I sell, when do I put my stop loss, and just follow my trading to learn and to have opportunities. It's a very low risk, proposition because it's less than $40 a month, and you get all of my trades and how I trade, and you can do it with it whatever you guys want, and I'm sure that you will make more than $20 a month, easy, right? So, all right, thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.